Jeff, what are your thoughts on that? Because certainly the fact that this is an Israeli company, I imagine makes some people uncomfortable, considering for it to be supplying then this sort of technology and backdoor access, really, in some ways, to countries around the world. Do you think that Israel is well placed to be playing such a role, or an Israeli company, I should say, is well placed to be playing such a role, to be giving access to quote unquote fight terrorism and crime?
Sure. I mean, we have to put this within a larger context of the occupation. Israel has an occupation now for more than 50 years. So essentially, I wrote a book called War Against the People about this, in which Israel uses its occupation as a laboratory for developing weapon systems, surveillance systems, security systems on Palestinian guinea pigs, basically, that it then exports. This is what I call global Palestine, because, in fact, the end users of all these Israeli technologies aren't the Palestinians themselves. They're not really an existential threat to Israel, but rather they're the guinea pigs on which Israel then develops these technologies for export, and that's where its security politics lies, because having these kinds of capabilities gives it tremendous credibility in terms of governments, international organizations, and so on, that are concerned with wars against their own peoples. So the question you ask is a very good one. What's the difference between terrorists, criminals, and us? And in the war against the people, the criterion is who the government feels is a threat, not who is a threat in terms of being a terrorist. But as we know, with Saudi Arabia or Israel or any of these governments, terrorist is a very, very flexible kind of a concept that very easily gets into the civilian life of people.